Alrighty then, welcome back. We are in an empty property where we are going to be replacing some chain link fencing. That fence in there has seen better days. We're going to replace it with a 4-foot feather edge fence, and this is us doing it. And before I show you that, give us a thumbs up, give us a like, and do the old subscription thing if you want to keep up to date with the channel. Cheers. So we look after quite a few empty properties, and properties are empty for various reasons for various lengths of time, and we drop in on some of them to cut the lawns once a month, and other properties we drop in 2 or 3 times a year just to cut it all back. Neighbours of these properties often don't get to talk to anyone else about any complaints or issues with these gardens, so they approach us when we're there, and that's fine. My reaction to that purely depends on what they're asking and how they ask it, because there's only so much I can do without consent of the customer, who obviously has to pay for the work. So the story here is that the little path next to this old fence leads to some communal gardens, and the neighbour came out. She wasn't all that happy, and I understand why as soon as she told me why, because the wire fencing was leaning into the pathway, and as they were walking past, the broken bits of wire were skagging them or skagging their clothes. And she did have a little baby with her, and when you're carrying a baby along on your hip, it's perfect kind of height for being caught by this wire, so I absolutely understand. And I contacted the customer and they said, yeah, get that fence replaced. So when neighbours do come out and they chat to us about the properties that we're working on, I say chat to us. Some do come out with a real attitude problem, and there's just some things that I can't fix. If we're only in there twice a year to cut the garden back and it's tidy twice a year, then that's all I can do. I can pass messages on, but if that's what the customer wants, that's what the customer wants. But obviously we got to work in these areas, so I do try and stay on reasonable terms with the neighbours. There's some that you go to that you know just not get into conversations because it'll just lead to arguments and stuff. But yeah, as a general rule, we try and do what we can for the neighbours within reason. You know how it is, right? We have holes dug. So we got this job done over a couple of visits. The first one was mainly clearing it back and getting some posts in, and then we dropped back and got the rest of it up and got it tidy. Yeah, chuck them in if you like. But yeah, at least 2 centimetres there. That's a 1. Yeah, that's a 3 by Right, there we are, all done. By no means a perfect job, but the phrase that I hate is it is what it is, and unfortunately that is the case here. I'll have to plug that tree that was growing in there because it's growing right into the path. You might be able to see it up there. So I'll kill that off, and there's all sorts in here, so we have to just do the best we can. But what won't happen is people carrying little babies down there won't get caught on the fence. So yeah, thanks for checking in. See you all later.